This is wild. Newly declassified CIA documents reveal that in 1988, the CIA located the Ark of the Covenant. If you don't know what the Ark of the Covenant is, it is an ancient artifact that people around the world have been searching for in a real-life treasure hunt. It is a wooden chest encrusted in gold, and inside, it is supposed to hold the original tablets of the 10 Commandments. The documents show that this was under Project Sunstreak. They used remote viewing to find the Ark of the Covenant, which they say now is in Ethiopia. In other words, they used advanced psychics and people that were well-versed in telepathy. We know that the CIA and the intelligence communities have been using these gifted people for their different various projects for a while now, but to see it written down on these declassified documents is crazy. Those documents believe that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia, but there's been a lot of speculation if Donald Trump has the real Ark of the Covenant at Mar-a-Lago because he has a complete replica of it there. Was the worldwide treasure hunt over, or has it just began? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives. And when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example. This is how generational trauma truly works.
Damn! Damn! Damn!
A couple's serene camping trip in the wilderness takes a heart-pounding turn as they find themselves encircled by a pride of lions in the dead of night. The moment the man spots the lions, he zips up the tent and douses his flashlight, hoping to make themselves less visible. Yet, the lions linger, their curiosity piqued by the unfamiliar shelter in their territory. Lions, being the patient hunters they are, don't easily give up on potential prey. One particularly bold male seems fixated on the tent, pacing back and forth just outside. Inside, the man frequently checks for any signs of the lions departing. Seizing a moment of apparent calm, he daringly peeks out, only to attract the male lion's attention back to the tent. As the lion starts to paw at their temporary abode, the man resorts to shouting, trying to use his voice to intimidate the predator. Miraculously, a flap of the tent falls, startling the lion into retreating temporarily. However, the relief is short-lived as the pride doesn't stray far, leaving the couple in a state of heightened vigilance, constantly watching for any signs that the lions might overturn their tent, a scenario they would likely not survive. Despite the fear and danger, the leader of the pride, the male lion, continues his attempts to breach the tent, undeterred by the man's continued shouts and attempts at scaring him off.
No. Are you serious?
There is no way. I've had this since the fall of 2019. It's been 2 years. Oh. Are you kidding?
No way. Shut the fuck up. Tell me. Tell me you're lying. Open. There's no way. There's no way.
Yes, swimming in this could be deadly, because this is the perfect breeding ground for brain-eating amoeba called Naegleria fowleri. It thrives in warm freshwater environments like lakes, hot springs, or unmaintained pools like this. When you dive in, the water containing the amoeba enters your nose and it swims up and infects your brain. Symptoms occur a few days after exposure, and early signs include headache, fever, and nausea and vomiting. Even when treatment is attempted, it's almost always fatal with a 99% mortality rate. Think twice before jumping in something like that.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Something eerie about this cat.
It means then that your thoughts can literally make you sick. In so many diseases around the world now are created by the immune system being suppressed, or what we call immune-mediated diseases. Everything from cancer, MS, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, food allergies, food sensitivities is a compromise in the immune system. So here's the question. If your thoughts can make you sick, is it possible that your thoughts can make you well? Well, we did a research study where we took 117 people and we wanted to measure their cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, and another chemical called IgA, immunoglobulin A. It's your body's primary defense against bacteria and viruses. So as cortisol levels go up, and you're mobilizing enormous amounts of energy for some threat in your outer world, the immune system dials down, and now the immune system becomes compromised because all of the energy is going for a threat in the outer world. Our immune system becomes suppressed, so typically IgA levels go down. So we measured the cortisol and IgA levels, and we put them through 4 days of training. And we asked them to trade emotions like anger and frustration and hatred and violence and aggression and competition and fear